We have as a guest today Kevin, and we have Ari. And so we're going to talk a little bit about relationships in Miami, how they affect you, and how you think you affect the other person. So Kevin, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Kevin Duvall. I'm from Washington, D.C. I lived in Miami for 2 years, and I'm married, but I hang out with my friends when they come in town, and I show my friends a good time when they come in town. And I get to see the other side of living a single life from a married perspective, which is very interesting for me.
Okay. Yeah. And how long have you been in Miami?
2 years.
2 years. And how's it going?
It's going well. I love it down there.
Yeah. Your wife?
She's happy. She likes going to the beach, hanging out at the pool. So we do that stuff during the day. And then when my friends come in town, say this weekend, I'm gonna hang out with my boys. We're gonna kick it this weekend. So.
Is there anything we can't talk about?
No, I'm open. I can talk about anything.
All right. Let's move on to Ari.
Hi. I'm a New York City transplant. Been here for almost a year. And I am a concierge down here.
And how old are you?
22.
And relationship status?
Single.
Single. Ready to mingle. Getting in the streets.
I guess I'm in the streets.
You in the streets.
I guess so.
And what are you looking for out here, Ari?
Right now I'm just living life. Not really anything particular. If something good comes along, then I'm game, but I'm not like thirsty for it. So
what's good for you? Like what's like good?
Like if someone that actually is
like
interesting.
A scammer that has like you know, somebody with money. Like what do you like? What's good? Like
no,
athlete scammer. Like where we at? What's good for you?
That's short money. Like the scammers, that money is gonna die out.
So what's good for you?
What's good for me? I'll find out. Just not a scammer or a drug dealer.
Cat, you wouldn't talk to a scammer or a drug dealer?
No, I'm from New York. I know the game.
First of all, let's get this clear out here. This is a truthful podcast.
Yes.
Okay? We're talking about truth. Like, if you weren't married, you would talk to, I'm talking to you, Kevin, here. If you weren't married, would you seriously take a exotic ballet dancer? Would you take her serious or would you date her?
I mean, all depending on what type of person she is. I've talked to other friends that have dated people in the industry, and yeah, apparently they're good people, but they just have a different career path. But you just have to be able to accept that.
Are you man enough if she made more money than you to handle that situation?
I don't have a problem. I'm not a materialistic person, so yeah.
But they are though, so well, most of them are.
Yeah, the money doesn't matter to me. If they make more money than me, great. We can go to different places where.
So she'll be
she
the
could
alpha.
pay.
No, she's not an alpha. Is that what dominates the relationship? If somebody makes more money than the alpha? Like, I make more money than my wife, but my wife is the alpha.
Oh, so you're a beta. So your wife runs
No,
you.
I mean, she takes the remote control when we get in the bed. I make more money, I pay all the bills. So
you say, get over here, nigga. I'm about to get some pussy. That's
for real. Like, when I get in the bed after I take a shower, she comes in, she's like, pass me the remote. I'm like, here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to fight over it. We've done this too many years, so I already know how it's going to go down.
So you the pillow biter in a relationship?
Nah, dude. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it happens. If I don't get a remote, I don't get what I want at the end of the night. If I get a remote, I get what I want at the end of the night. I got my end game. I know the end game. You can watch whatever you want. I'll take a nap. I'll wake up 15 minutes later. I'll pretend like I like a movie, and then I get what I want at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the bottom line.
Yeah, which is okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well,
that's 30 years of game right there. So.
I mean, for you. All right. So different perspectives for different people, but for you, it may work. So Ari, how is it dating out here?
A hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
Depending where you looking.
Where you looking?
The wrong places.
Mr. Jones.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where else? Pilos?
11.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a crazy game out there.
Very.
Yeah. And how you doing with stats out here?
I be missing.
You missing?
Yeah.
You missing your shots?
Yeah.
You taking shots?
Tequila.
That's it? What do you think about the guys here compared to New York?
The guys here as opposed to New York. I feel like in New York, a lot of the guys are more upfront about like what their intentions are.
So they come like, shorty, I'm trying to fuck?
Basically. So then it's like, okay, now I know like,
Do you fuck them though if they say that?
no, but like, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But here in Miami, it's like, they're gonna like try and wine and dine you, and then it's like, oh,
But
like,
ain't that better? Like what works better?
I'd rather know like straight up what do you want from me instead of
But what works though?
what works.
Yeah, what works? The wine and dining works, right?
The wine and dining
So
works,
then-
but
so
when you
what you
ask,
talking- what
like,
you talking about?
when you ask people, like a lot of the guys down here, what they want or like what are their like intentions for that night, it's like, oh, like they're very vague about it. When it's like, bro, I could wine and dine myself. If you just want to fuck,
But you don't
I could've-
though.
I do. I love myself. My company. I'll go to the movies by myself, concert, vacation. I'll do whatever by myself.
But if a guy's paying for it, it's better.
Do I like him?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'd have to like him. Because that's like, if a guy you don't like is paying for something, then it's like you gotta tolerate it. I don't wanna tolerate anyone annoying. So if I don't like you, I'm not gonna have you pay for something that I could pay for.
If he bought you a bag,
No,
shoes,
no.
paid your rent.
It's expensive down here in Miami.
So
It's expensive.
now we getting somewhere.
Do I like him though? Cause I'm not just gonna, I don't wanna entertain someone I don't like. Like just cause he's in my DMs doesn't mean like, oh yeah, like I entertain him.
So Kevin, I know you're married, so you don't date as much. But from your perspective, don't tell me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
Maybe
be honest with you. Yeah, like we had to split up when we first got down here.
Okay.
And we didn't agree on moving to Miami. So for the first 3 months, I was kind of single when I first got here, and I did mingle for 3 months when I first got here. So my wife was about to move to Boston, and we were about to split up, but then we decided to try to stay together once we were here for,
let me stop you. So like, just let
That's
the people
sweet.
know that you're a successful guy and you have some disposable income.
I do
to be
okay,
able,
yeah.
to be able to, because you're just not on the panel
Right.
as just some bum. Like you
Right.
actually have
No, I like to go
disposable
out, I like to have fun. I can
income
go-
that you trick on women.
I can go wherever I want to go.
So you trick on women.
If I want to, I can. But
So
it ain't tricking if you got it, though.
have you?
Yeah, it ain't tricking if you got it.
So
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's
exactly.
play money
So-
for me. It's play money.
See, there
for
you
me.
go. Now we
Right,
getting somewhere. Now
yeah,
we
it's
getting
not a
somewhere.
big deal,
So these relationships where you trick on these women, how does that how does that play out for you? Like, what are you looking for, and how does that work for the woman?
I'll
and
be
you?
honest with you. When I first got here, I wanted to see Miami, so I met some girls from South America. I'm not going to name the country, but they were from South America, and they showed me around. They showed me Mila, Komodo.
On your tab.
On my tab, but
How much were you paying a night?
$1,000 a night, give or take, 1,000, 1,500, whatever. But that's just play money, so it wasn't a big deal. So I had fun with it. They showed me what I wanted to see. I got what I wanted, and it was fun.
You didn't catch feelings?
I did catch feelings with one of them, but they're in Mykonos or Ibiza or something. I'm not really sure. I'll check on their Instagram, see where they're at. But like, it's not a big deal anymore, so I'm not really worried about it anymore.
They outside.
Yeah.
Right.
So you caught feelings, so they got you then. Because for them, their point was to get you to catch feelings, for you to spend more money on them.
Nah, she never got me because I basically ducked her. When I didn't want to see her, I didn't want to see her, and I think she figured it out. Like
How much money did you spend on her? Total.
5,000, give or take.
5,000.
Could be more, give or take, in that realm.
How long were you talking to her?
3 months, give or take.
And 1,000 every time you went out,
Every time we know 1,000, or sometimes she come to the pool. I got a
or
nice pool.
2,000? Because did you go to clubs?
We went to clubs. I spent $2,000. I spent $1,000. It could be whatever. The number is what the number is.
Like 3,000 a night.
So thank you for clearing
No,
this
I mean, but it's just a number though. Like it's not like you keep track. You just went out.
So it
and
wasn't
had
a
fun.
number. It was the experience for you. What was
It
it
was
for
more
you?
about the experience. I wanted to see what Miami was about, and she showed me all the nice restaurants and the clubs, and I got what I wanted out of it. So it was beneficial for both of us.
I mean, I kind of got it.
Okay, explain.
I kind of get
Explain.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think within my first month here, I started seeing someone, and we went to like all these nice restaurants, every dinner date, like just nice restaurants. And then I had a friend, one of my girlfriends, come to town, and I didn't even like say, like, I did not think like, oh, like you're gonna pay for me and my friend. Like I was just like, oh yeah, like my girlfriend's staying with me, like we're gonna go out later tonight. And he was like, no, bring her to dinner. And then like they got to talking, and I like personally didn't care whether she came or not. Like it was great that he said to, but I wasn't like, oh, I don't like you because you said like my homegirl couldn't come or whatever.
Right.
Like I was just enjoying like my time being out. And they actually did not work well. They were both in like the same field, kind of looking for similar career paths in a sense. And he showed us all of Miami that weekend.
Right.
Those
So he
3
tricked
days.
on you. How much money he spent on you that weekend?
I don't know. But he would text us.
You don't know.
I don't know. I never saw the tabs. I
You
just
got
know the
an
restaurants he
idea
went
about-
to.
you got an idea,
The girls don't know
bro.
how much the bill is. The girls really don't know how much the bill is.
So you didn't know what the bill was.
No,
Does it matter how much money he spends on you?
no.
So if he would have took you to say like Golden Corral or like
I like Golden Corral.
so it would have been fine.
No, yeah.
Did you like him? So it wouldn't matter what he did for you, how much money he spent on you.
No.
How'd you meet him?
I met him through a dating app.
Really? I'm gonna get back to that on dating apps. I have a whole I'll have a whole nother conversation about that. But he wined and dined you.
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell you his intentions?
Yeah. He just wanted to, like, basically, he was new to Miami as well. And he just wanted, like, the company to go around to, like, the best restaurants.
He was a
like,
trick like him.
No, I'm not. Hey, come on. I gotta say something. Like, so I've never been on a dating app before.
No,
Ever.
we're talking about tricks, not dating apps. We're gonna
No,
get back to dating
how am I
apps
a trick if I'm just doing my thing?
though. I mean, cause you're.
You know what it was, though? Maybe because it was the dating app we met on. Like,
Maybe.
I was basically being paid to be on the dating app. I got like a
Oh, that's
ambassadorship
That's
kind
nice.
of deal,
Alright.
whatever. No, so basically, like, I guess because the app we had met on was called Luxy. So,
Never heard of it, but interesting.
yeah.
I should do another podcast on Luxy, but another time for another place. So, doesn't matter on the bag. So, let's say he flies you out.
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations?
If a guy's flying me out, I'm assuming it's because he wants to be there with me, and
You mean fuck?
that as well, and he wants me there, and he wants my company there. So if he wants my company there, it's not like we can just cuddle. No, you want to have sex. You want to fuck. You're not just flying people out to fly out.
So if somebody says they're gonna fly you out, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So you don't have a problem with that. Let's say like, and if he comes at you the wrong way, and you don't want to fuck, and he drops you off at the airport.
I'm buying my flight back. I got miles.
Okay, I see you.
I got miles.
Have you flown a girl in before?
Of course I have.
and what was that situation like?
Fly him in. We get to the hotel
Did you fuck?
before we even go to the pool. When you're changing
In the
bikini,
pool? Really?
I had to consummate the deal. That's what I do. And then we go to the pool. We
How much
chill.
you pay?
How much I pay for what? For the flight or
Pay for the
hotel?
flight.
I don't have to pay for pussy. Just so let's get everything straight. I can just fly girl in.
Well, technically, you paying $1,000 a night is paying for pussy.
No, that was dinner. That was probably steak. That was.
I'm sure if you would have told her, you met her and be like, I'm gonna give you $1,000 a fuck, she would have fucked you for $1,000 rather than you have to
But I'm
take
not
her
going
out.
to date a girl like that. I'm not going to date a girl that's doing that. I got my own self-respect. I'm not going to pay somebody just to fuck. I'll take you out to
But that
dinner.
wasn't that your ultimate goal though?
That's always my ultimate goal because I like
So-
to fuck.
so
I like
that-
to eat.
so
So
then-
if I pay for dinner, I want to eat.
He
If
sees
I-
it
if I-
as like
yeah.
he's paying, he's providing the experience, and he's hoping that she is
Hoping, see?
He
Right.
is
Hoping.
hoping. Yeah, because
That's
if,
fucked up.
I would tell you-
if you're expecting,
I'm never
then
expecting.
it's like if you're like just assuming and she proves you wrong, then it's like all right.
I'm gonna tell you what I call it. I call it betting on myself.
You
I'm
and
betting on
me.
myself that if I take you to a nice dinner, we have a good time, we have a bottle of wine, I'm gonna get what I want, you get what you want, and we're all happy.
How often does that happen the first date?
99.9%.
The first date.
If I
You
want it to
fucking
happen,
the first date.
if I want it to happen, yeah, 99.9%. If I want it to happen, if I want to go
Those
in,
are like
like-
very high odds, and I'm gonna tell you that's cap, but that's okay.
no, it's not cap. This is real talk. Ask me a question. I'll name names if you want me to name names.
99% of the time, you spend
Yeah.
$1,000, you fucking.
Definitely.
On the first-
If I spend $1,000, I'm definitely fucking.
No,
If
you're
I spend,
not.
No. If
No,
I
you're
tell
not.
you,
There's
no.
bitches you can spend
No.
less on
So
that
I'm
they'll
gonna be
just.
honest with you. If I go to Chili's and I spend $78, no, I'm not fucking. I'm not expecting to fuck. I'm just filling you out. But if I take you to Mila, if I take you to Prime 112, if I take you to Komodo, and I put that money out, I'm expecting to fuck. Yeah. But if I take you
And
to
you
Chili's,
telling me 99% of the time.
yeah, it works. If I go to Chili's and I spend $78, no, I'm not fucking. I'm not expecting to fuck. I'm just filling you out. But if I take you to Mila, if I take you to Prime 112, if I take you to Komodo, and I put that money out, I'm expecting to fuck. Yeah. But if I take you
And
to
you
Chili's,
telling me 99% of the time.
yeah, it works. If I take you to
Okay.
Chili's, it's 50%. Because maybe it
I-
will work, maybe it
I
won't.
believe it.
Yeah, maybe it will, maybe it
I
won't.
believe it.
I've been to Chili's, I've been to TGF Fridays, I've been to PF Chang's. It's 50-50 then.
Why do you think
But then
they
I'm
say-
50-50 too because I don't know if I really want to do it or not. I'm filling you out too.
Why do you
'Cause I
think
don't
they
wanna-
say Miami's for the girls?
So the other girl,
You know, she said that she loved Miami because the guys there, the guys here, will take you out to nice restaurants,
Oh, yeah.
and she never experienced that in New York.
Right,
That's her New York experience.
right.
I can say like I worked fine dining, so I like met people that were customers at the restaurant I worked at that would be like, hey, we're all going to this spot, or like, hey, I'd love to bring you to this spot with me or whatever. So like that was like, okay, I know
Right.
fine dining there, and I grew up. My family, we did steakhouses and everything.
Right.
So I don't know, difference in upbringings, I guess. But she was like that she loves Miami because the guys that she's been on dates with brought her to those places.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it for everybody though. Certain girls I take to PF Chang's, I might take you to IHOP. If I take you to IHOP, I'm really not trying to.
you fuck every girl that you go
Oh
on
yeah,
a date with.
every girl that I
That's
spent
cap,
real
bro.
money on, I fucked. I haven't,
Alright.
I haven't not fucked any girl that I took to an expensive restaurant. I haven't not fucked any girl that I took to an expensive restaurant. Let's make that clear. I have not fucked any girl I took to an expensive. If I take you to an expensive restaurant, I have high expectations. You have high expectations. We meet right there.
Well, on your side, guy take you to an expensive restaurant. Do you feel obligated to fuck?
I don't, but I know girls that will.
I'm talking about you, not the other
Me?
girls.
I only go on dates with guys I like.
But I mean, what if you go out with him and you don't know you like him yet, and like he goes and he drops a little bag on you, and like you don't
Then
feel obligated.
I'll wait. Then I'll wait till like the second, third date. Like I still gotta fill you out.
All right.
I feel like a expensive restaurant doesn't mean anything. Like it means something because you're dropping the bag, but like if you don't have like the personality, you don't have the personality.
Right.
Like you
yeah.
could.
Yeah, if we're not having a good conversation, I'm not.
I
Gonna,
could like your presence.
Right, but I'm not gonna take you to a nice restaurant. I'm not feeling you.
Or I could not like your presence, but you're spoiling me.
Right.
Like, I stay around you. I surround myself with you because you spoil me. Like, that's what some girls do. They're like, you know
mean,
what?
most girls. How do you meet women?
I live in South Beach, so I can just ride my bike down the street and meet women. Honestly,
He just gotta walk the street.
I live in South Beach. I can
they're
just ride
right
my
there.
bike down the street and meet women. But, yeah, I can just literally I ride my bike, and I have a jet ski. Sometimes I go to an island by my house. I meet women behind my house on my jet ski. So I meet women in different ways. So.
And what's your opening line? Like, how do you get them to trust you and go on dates with you?
I'll say, hey, how's it going? You want a drink? And just go from there. It's very simple.
You don't meet a lot of women in here because they're not going for that shit.
No, yeah, they
For a
really do.
drink?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Like, you know, I'm
Selfie's
gonna be honest with you.
expensive.
When I was younger, I was very intimidated by women, and then I didn't feel comfortable around women. I'm older now. I have daughters. I'm very comfortable around women. It's easy to talk to, so it's not difficult.
How do you meet men?
Work.
Work.
What
What
Work,
makes you
sometimes,
shoot
like,
your shot, they
going
come
to-
at you? How does that work? What's the dynamic?
I don't want the rejection, so sometimes I won't shoot my shot. Sometimes I won't shoot my shot. Like, I gotta see,
Womp womp.
I have to see who you're around, depending where I'm at.
So
I
you
have to
stalk
see,
them.
I don't stalk them, but like if I see you at Mr. Jones, I'm gonna see like what type of girls your homie brings around you, or like
What that
whatever.
mean?
She's looking at the
Explain,
circle.
please.
Do you surround yourself with escorts?
What that
With
mean? No,
call
It's like
girls?
you in a club though. That don't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean anything, but you know what? Everyone's like, oh, like I'm not a regular nigga in the club. All right, what does that mean? I'm not a regular bitch in the club, but you won't know that till you actually talk to me.
But what that has to do with him bringing escorts around?
If you surround yourself, to me personally, I'm not gonna shoot my shot with you.
Why? If his friends is bringing girls around, it doesn't matter what they are. That's not him.
It could be him.
What you mean it could? Nah, like if you seeing him, like yo, if somebody's bringing you at a club and there's girls in your section, you gonna talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
So then how you gonna put that on him like he's a bad dude? I mean, if you that confident, you like that, then go holler at him then and let him know like, yo, I'm not like these escorts.
No, because then it's like, I'd rather just someone find out for themselves. Like, that's why, like I say, like, me on, like, Instagram versus me personally is not the same.
Let's
Like-
go there. What's the difference?
Like, me on Instagram, like, I'll post, you know, to upkeep with, like, the business and everything. I'll post, like, oh, like, an old video of me on jet skis or, like, on a yacht, like, the view from a boat or something. To make it look like, wow, she's always out. I want to go out with her. I want to book with her. Something
You
like
always
she.
outside. All right, true.
But if you know me, like, if you know
You
me
still
day
always
to day,
outside.
if you know me day to day, you'll see, like, I could post a regular clip or whatever on my Instagram story, and it'll be like, I've been home on my couch with my
For 2
dog all
hours?
day.
All
day.
Until you go outside again.
Or I'm watching a documentary on Netflix.
Okay. So we have a cast member that was late today, Lala. We're not gonna ask you why you were late. You just came in from a flight. You just got flued out. Now you coming back. Is that why you was late?
No.
All right, Lala. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We want to know your age, your occupation, your status, dating status, and where you from.
I am in my late 20s. I live in North Miami. I'm also a esthetician. I'm a small business owner. I have my own spa and I specialize in lash extensions.
All right, shout it out. What's your IG?
My IG is IIAM Duchess.
Okay. And your dating status?
Gonna drink to that one. I plead the fifth.
I don't really know what that means.
Don't really have a dating status per se.
It's complicated?
It's complicated.
I mean, you fucking somebody or no?
Well, I'm not really having sex with somebody consistently, but I mean, I might have sex with my ex every now and then.
All right, so I mean that's.
It's honest.
I mean, there you go. That's all we're looking for, honesty here. Like, we real, we honest here. So, all right, good enough. All right, so we was talking about, you know, when people take you out on dates and they spend a little bag on you, like how you feeling, what you expect and what they expect. So let's say a guy takes you out to Poppy Steak, what they were saying was overrated, which, I mean, a lot of these restaurants in Miami are overrated. They take you there and he spends a little bag on you. He's buying some bottles, you know, food there, you ordering a couple steaks, that shit get pricey. What you think? Like, are you feel like you gotta fuck him? If you, let's say you like him. Let's not say if you don't like him. That's a different story. But if you like him, you think you gotta fuck him?
No. Okay, so it's two different type of men. Like, so for me, I'm not the average black girl. Like, I grew up in like predominantly white communities, so I was kind of like culture shocked when my mom moved to the city from the country in North Florida in Atlanta. So for me, when I go out, like, I feel like it depends on the female, like how you set the bar. Like, for instance, my ex had a joke with me the other day. We was like on his balcony. He was making jokes saying Leos have like standards, and I told him that's not correct. Leos have requirements. It doesn't matter what level the Leo is on, because she could be a Leo that doesn't require much, but whatever the Leo requirements are, that's what she's gonna require out of her dating partners. So for me, I kind of like, I'm kind of tough, because I mean, I feel
Are
like,
you fucking or no?
no, I'm not fucking him. Like, if, like, on the first date, no, I'm not fucking him. Like,
So you never fucked on the first date?
no, I'm not fucking him on the first date. I don't have to fuck him on the first date.
But I'm saying, have you before though?
No, because I feel like, okay, so as a woman, I feel like my value is a little bit perceived differently. If I know it kind of sounds cliche, but I feel like if I have sex with a guy on the first date, like, there's nothing else for him to get to know out of me. Like, he's already basically.
Have you ever fucked on the first date?
I've answered your question 10 times, and oh, it's not gonna change. No.
Okay. And so, how do you meet men? Do you meet men? Or meet women? I don't know what your preference is. Tell me.
Okay, so me and my ex kind of like been on and off for like since 2016. So like,
Oh.
yeah. So like, I don't really. I kind of like, if I meet somebody, it's like when we're on an off moment, and it's like somebody that's been constantly trying to like date me and take me out. We've been hanging as friends, and I finally like try to give them a chance or something. But it's like mainly people reach me out on Snapchat, social media, like. Sometimes I kind of get my number out in public, but I really don't give my number out in public. I'll give my social media out.
But you're in a relationship from 2016 though.
I'm not really technically in a relationship. That's why I say it's kind of complicated.
You are single. You are single.
What are you looking for? So let's say you see a cute guy. Like, you see a cute guy, you're like, oh man, I want to know what's up with him. Like,
Wait, a cute guy, but he meets the.
I mean, I would give him a chance. I would try to date him.
yeah, but how do you even talk to him? How do you even get to the point?
Most guys kind of like come at me. Like, I don't really know how to, what do you say? Like,
Come at a guy?
yeah, I feel like when I come at a guy, like the way I was raised, I kind of feel like that's kind of like thirsty, because I was kind of raised under the traditional like men courting women and men like, you know.
You can miss a lot of shots that way.
You're right. So you as a man, how do you feel when a female shoots their shots?
I think it's awesome. Amazing. I like the confidence.
I'll
I
tell you
feel like-
this. Go ahead.
Females are only shooting their shot if you look good. Or like
Nah.
if you have
Nah,
I'm
nah,
gonna
status,
say
money,
No.
clout, your
I'm
clout
gonna
and
say
attention.
sexual, so it has to be the mind first. Like, yes, I have to be attracted to you, but I have to hear you sit back and have a conversation
Yeah.
with other people in a group setting.
I'm gonna tell you the best way, because I've been married for a long time and I was single for a spot. We were separated. All you have to do is ask for their Instagram. It's less invasive, and they want you to follow them anyway. And then you're in. You get to see their lifestyle. You get to see what they're about, and you get to see what you're about. It's very less invasive. Just ask for their Instagram. You don't have to ask for the number anymore.
I'd rather give my Instagram before I
Yeah,
give
it's
my
I'd
way
rather get my
easier.
social media. I
It's
agree
way
with that.
easier.
So let's go back to you talking about if a guy looks good, he gets a shot more. But I disagree, because I think clout. If he got 100,000 followers, you know, like chicks is like, or 200,000 followers, they're gonna come at him more because of the clout or because of the attention more than even if he looks good or no. And so it's like,
I feel like I know men that look good, that they're desirable, but the minute they open their mouth, it's like you don't even know how to form a proper sentence.
Same thing with women though.
I think
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
misinterpreting her look good. I think it's more as a like he's clean, like he takes care of himself, like it's not just a perception. Because most guys that are really flashy, like me, I like my man low-key bossed up. Like, when he know how to put it on, it's time to put it on. Like,
Both of y'all low-key. Y'all don't have no jewelry on. Y'all don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all low-key.
But it's like when we
pop out. We pop out.
Oh, you pop out like that.
Yeah, that's
like I
so
can
you
bring
guys
the
had to force
jewelry
it
out.
Well,
on
they
camera.
scammers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I like low-key women. I don't want somebody all flashy. I like low-key, but I like flashy too.
Like I
if we're
feel
doing
like
that,
I
yeah.
feel like listen, I love designer. I have designer myself, but like I'm not gonna be logoed up.
Every day.
Exactly.
Well,
Right.
I personally was robbed. Like, I drive a Mustang, so a guy, like, I was hanging out with some friends, and I was like, someone stole my car, like, at gunpoint. So, and it
In
was,
Miami?
yeah, so it was kind of crazy because
the fuck?
that was the one time, like, I started doing this thing where I was like, I'm not gonna leave my house with no more than $100, and so.
and a gun.
Well, I mean, yeah, but yeah. So
That was personal. I'm gonna say somebody knows who you are then.
that's what I
They
said.
know
Because
you have money and
he
somebody
stole my
robs you like that.
Balenciagas. Like, you
Yeah.
can't see my shoes and you can't see my feet under the steering wheel. So he was like, give him my shoes, and I'm like, in my head, like I was kind of freaking out a lot going on. But at the end, I was like, how did he even know? Like,
Somebody's
what
watching
kind
you.
of
I'll tell
shoes
you that
I
right
had
now.
on?
Somebody was watching you for a minute to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm low key.
All right, so what kind of guys do you like? We'll start with you and we're going to move on to Ari.
Let's start with Ari this
All right,
time.
let's start with Ari. I get it. I mean, no, Ari had been talking a lot before you got here, so we're trying to, you know,
I'm
get
just
you
feeling
involved.
attacked over here. Okay. The type of guys I go for, look good, low key, out the mix.
But you in the streets, though. How you going to like somebody out the streets?
I'm in
and
the
you
streets for money. For money. I'm not leaving my house unless I'm making at least $500. I'm not leaving my house because I would much rather be cuddling my dog watching Criminal Minds. I'll tell you that much. My dog, I will miss work.
All right.
I will miss work for her. I'm comfy. We staying here for the day.
Yeah, women will stay in the house. Women do, they stay in the house?
Until they get the dude like you gonna spend a G on a meal, then they like, all right,
There's
I'm
always
popping
gonna
out.
be
and
a
we
dude
cool.
that's gonna
There's
spend
always
a G
guys
on
like
the meal.
him. This is where you misinterpret things. You have to understand the woman that you're dealing with, not even the female, because depending on the woman, if the woman is used to men treating her that way, she's not going to do the most. But if you have someone that isn't used to that, then yes, they feel like they have to be extra. They have to do more to try to impress that person.
Wait,
Or
you
if-
talking about the man or the woman?
the woman. That's who you was.
I don't feel like women have to feel like they impress guys. I feel like the guys here are so thirsty that they going extra to fuck the girl, and the girl just want the experience.
No, it's more so like a guy versus a guy thing. It has nothing to do with the females down here.
I was the
It's-
opposite,
it's-
dude. I wanted the
Yeah, they have
experience. I wanted to see
bottle
what's
wars
out
in the
there.
club. That has
I was the
nothing to do
opposite,
with
yeah.
females.
I mean, like, no, you talking about some hood shit. Like, let's get out the hood shit. We talking about some regular shit. Like that bottle wash shit. That be some hood shit.
You know what it is? Men want the girl who's gonna record. When they're bringing the bottle out, they're bringing the food out, they want the girl that's gonna record everything because they're just wowed
Because
by it.
nobody-
They're like, oh my gosh, like, this nigga's special. Nothing special about him. He just took you out to a nice restaurant.
No, I want to
But
go to
they're
that can
like,
cook. I want to go to that can cook. I
they
don't know about
want to
that.
record everything, you know, post on Instagram to show, like, this is where I'm at, like, and
Yeah,
then,
they
I
outside.
disagree.
and then
Same
they're
thing.
ready to.
Yeah, they want to get on the boat. They
I
want to. They
disagree.
want to get. They want to.
No,
They want
I
the
disagree.
No, the boat's
experience.
different.
I
The boat is a
disagree.
nice experience.
I disagree too.
I disagree. My ex is very wealthy, and I can show a story on my Snapchat right now.
Is
where
that why
y'all
you been?
can-
That's why y'all like complicated because he wealthy, or like why
no,
y'all
we're
so complicated?
because he is Haitian. So Haitian have a different type of mentality. Like Haitian men feel like, and he's also 5 years older than me. So the main time that we've been dating, I basically grew up as a woman with him. Like he molded
How
me
old
into
are
a
you?
woman. Well, now I'm 29.
That's still young.
I know, but I first started dating him when I was 23, when I first moved here.
I get it.
So it's like my grandma had died, like I lost my BMW, so it's like that was my only family. So It doesn't have
So you
anything.
feel obligated to him?
No, I get money with him. We're business partners. It's never.
It's what she knows.
It's never no. I take, he take. No, just like he has to take his car and put it in the shop tomorrow. I told him he could use my car. It's nothing. It's never like that. Like, this is where guys misunderstand. Like, the woman is a reflection of her partner. Like, yes, he helped me realize that I naturally submitted to him because he led properly and he did not try to take.
So why y'all
anything
break
from
up?
me. Because of his beliefs. Like, a lot of Haitian men feel like until they're ready to fully commit and done being, I kind of can't really understand all of that just yet. But he wants me to basically be like a wife and still like be
Gucci been
free.
traditional wife.
No, he wants me to just be free.
Oh, he wants her to be wifey, but he doesn't want to commit to
Yeah,
it.
he's
So
not
it's
ready
like
to
he
commit.
wants her to be
How old is he?
home.
He's 34. So
That's still young though.
That's what I'm
He
34 is
wants
still young.
her to be home, and he's
Yeah.
like living his life. But he's
Exactly.
like, oh, I got like, he knows like,
He knows he has
she's
me at
good.
You gotta
Yeah,
wait
she's
till a
being
guy's like
good.
50 and then he's gonna chill in the house.
Hold on.
No, for real. Like a guy, I still go out. I'm 50. Like I still go out. You know what I'm saying? My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going out." Like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I'm going out. My boys are in town. I'm going out." So you guys really, you have to understand how men are. Men want to go out. We want to conquer. We want to do our thing. My boys come in town. I'm a different guy. I gotta go kick it with my boys. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm just gonna go kick it with my boys, and you know what I'm saying? Let them know I'm still a guy. I'm not. That's like.
So
gonna sit
hold
in the
on,
house.
but you gotta understand, if you're dealing with somebody who actually has money, like, and he feel like he taking care of you, that yeah, look, then don't fuck with nobody who got money, because that's what they expect.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're misunderstanding. You didn't hear that I'm a small business owner. I have my own business, and me and him are business partners. We
Who
work
put
to-
you on? He put you
we
on to
work
this?
together. I helped him create that wealth that he has. We work together. He helped. Like, I go to school right now. Like, none of this is easy. Like, I work hard for what I have. Like, I work for someone which I don't like.
Did he have money before he met you?
I mean,
What line of business?
Because
are
you
in?
contradicting
Like,
yourself.
I'm in the
like,
beauty industry.
I'm hearing a lot of contradictions. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
not
Like,
hearing a lot of contradictions. What you want to hear, or what you're assuming, is that I'm dating someone because they're wealthy and they're taking care of me. But you're not realizing every time he's coming at me saying, "Hey, this is something else I'm investing in. My friend just told me I'm going to put $5,000 with it." I'm able to pull out money out of the shoebox that I've stacked my cash because he's not taking anything from me, so that we can get a bigger return. So I'm matching him. That's why I was trying to tell you earlier. I learned the importance of submitting to a real man that leads properly versus submitting to the wrong guy.
When I see some of my friends, like, I grew up seeing I call my stepdad my dad.
Right.
I call him, if I talk to him, dad. Like, I don't have the same relationship with him that I have with my dad.
Right, right.
Ours is better.
So where's your dad at? Like, where's he?
My dad's in the picture.
But he's
but
like, not,
the
he
way-
didn't live in the house though.
No.
Okay.
My parents had joint custody, and
Right,
just
right.
the way, like, the last few years, I just realized, like, with therapy and all, it was like, you know what? I'm gonna remove myself.
So you crazy.
No,
You said
still,
that was funny. That was a joke. That was a
don't
joke.
even go there. Like,
Okay.
honestly, I'm a big advocate of therapy. I think
Okay.
everybody needs it.
Like,
Like, I don't think, like,
People
yeah,
think
don't
like
even go there.
daddy issues is a problem. Like, they joke about it when
Nah,
that's
it's a
a
real
real
shit.
thing.
Nah, like, everybody needs
trust me.
So
therapy.
what is daddy issues to you?
So my dad was really manipulative. So he would always say like what he was gonna do for me, and I found myself when I first started like talking to guys or anything, like just falling for what they said
They were
gonna do for me.
Yeah.
Because he said he was gonna do X, Y, and Z when he
That was the
never
first
did.
man she loved. So
I know all about
in
that
terms
shit.
of that,
My
that's
daddy ain't
like-
show
So
up on
like
the
you know what it
weekends.
was?
I know all about
My
that shit.
stepdad came in after, like, I would say like I'd come home after seeing my dad for like the few days, whatever, and I'd say like, oh yeah, like he said we're gonna do this, and that. And you know who didn't even need to tell me we were doing something? Like he would just say like we're going here, like this date to this date, everything's booked. My stepdad.
Yeah, I get it.
Like my first, like I wouldn't have never been out the country if it wasn't for my
And
stepdad.
that right there is why women don't know how to love, because they don't have fathers in their
I'm
lives.
gonna tell you something that's crazy. All my boys that are black, we didn't have dads. We had one white boy that was my friend. He was Jewish. He had a dad. We loved his dad. And it was like he would be
You
on outside.
found-
It was weird, yeah.
You found a father
You
figure.
It was
found a
weird,
father
yeah, yeah.
figure.
So
a
we
lot
still
of the
live
men
together.
like that kind of the ones who didn't have like a father figure to step in like you.
Yeah.
You have two type of men. You have the men that feel like they do need to provide for their women, so they don't require much of their
Right.
women, like you were saying earlier. But then you also have the men that'll see a woman like me or Ari, you know, that is willing to make something happen,
to the plate.
and they'll come and try to suck, you know what I'm saying, everything they can from that woman. And depending on how you was raised, that's going to determine if you decide to entertain that guy or not. So that's going to determine your
He's not
outlook
gonna
on
do that to you.
life.
He's not going to do
No,
that to
no, no.
you.
I don't have that problem.
No,
though.
I
I'm
know
just
you
saying
don't.
for some women, like, because I'm not a female that say niggas ain't shit. But
Right.
then you have females that say niggas ain't shit, and that's exactly why. Because they don't know how to decipher between what a man is and what a person is that's just having sex with you and feeding you.
I'll
certain
tell my
things.
daughter, if I don't like somebody, I tell them right off the bat. I give them 30 seconds if I don't like them.
But you don't. But everybody don't have that
Right.
second voice.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny though? Like, so many people say like, if I hear my homeboy say bitches ain't shit, I'ma laugh because I know bitches that ain't shit. I know bitches that ain't shit. Like,
But I love women though. You know what I'm saying? Like I do. I love women. Like that's just me.
He
I
said
have
women.
daughters.
Look, he said
I
women.
love-
He didn't say one men. So
I love women. Like yeah, I do. Like I think y'all are amazing. Like you know what I'm saying?
I love men. Like,
Y'all do so much more than we do though. Like
I
y'all
saw
can have babies. you know?
But
my
the young
dad.
you didn't think that. Ask him that. The 21-year-old you didn't.
Oh no,
feel-
I was getting it in.
See?
Until I had daughters. And then once I had daughters, I go, hold up. Honestly, when I had my daughters, I didn't know what to do with them. I gave them Barbie dolls and makeup. I was like, just play this lipstick, let me do me. And then as they got older, I was like, hold up, y'all are people, y'all can do stuff better than my sons.
So you didn't
Yeah.
care about them playing with makeup when they was little?
Nah, that's all I knew. I didn't know. I didn't really have a
That's-
dad. My dad was an
that's
orphan, so I had like the worst. My dad beat me
Expressing
with a shoe.
yourself.
I had the worst dad in the world. So I was like, you know what I'm
Coming
saying?
from a conservative Christian family, a lot of times you can't really play with makeup when you're little. Like, I didn't really get into makeup until I got into
Oh,
college.
I was the only girl. I was the
But my
only
daughter,
kid for a
she's
minute.
so into makeup. Like,
Yeah.
she's in my vanity, and she's the light skin. She's not
Yeah.
my complexion, but she still goes in there and messes up
Let
everything.
her have fun. Yeah, let her have fun.
I used to paint my dad's toes.
But honestly,
Really?
I love.
You're not telling me
Yeah.
nothing. I used
Painting
to.
your dad toes?
Yes, I had a pit bull and a toy poodle, and those were my brothers when I was younger, till I was 7. And if I was playing dress up, yeah, motherfuckers playing dress up with me.
Yeah.
That's my play date. But you know what else? I like the entrepreneurial lifestyle, back to that, because my dad's in the nightlife. So I had a stay-at-home dad. So if I was sick from school,
Daddy was home.
Daddy was picking me
That's
up from
nice,
school.
yeah.
If
So
I
daddy
like,
was outside. That's why you outside.
yes.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? That's exactly
What
what
about
my
your
mom
dad?
said.
We're gonna go to some dating app questions because she was talking about a dating app, and I wanted to go back to this before we wrap this whole thing up. So you was talking about a dating app, right? So you met guys on a dating app. Mm-hmm. What's the story on this guy you met on a dating app? Like, what happened with that situation?
Okay. Our first date was a small, like, little Italian restaurant. Nothing too. Wasn't a bag blown on me. But then that weekend, I told him, like, my homegirl, like, just casual conversation. My homegirl was flying in. You know, I was gonna bring her out, show her around Miami. It was her first time down here. So I was like, yeah, like, she's gonna enjoy it. And it's Halloween weekend. Like, I wanna make the best of it for her. And he was like, bring her. We can go out this weekend. I didn't say no. And we went to nice
Did
spots.
that make you want to get with him more because he did that?
I thought that was a really nice gesture. I thought that was a really nice gesture of him to do, because he could have said, like, oh, that's cool, like, I hope you enjoy your time together. But he was like, no, bring
Right.
her. Like, let's go to this restaurant. I could show you guys.
Would it matter if he did? Like, if he was like, nah, like, I'm good, like, you come fuck with me, leave your girl at home.
No, but then it's like, afterwards when I'm talking to her, she would ask about him, and I just be like, oh, like, he's good, we did this and that. And then we would talk about, like, that weekend going out we had together.
Well, would it have mattered if he took your girl out or not with you?
No. It was just surprising. It caught me off guard. Like, it was just like, oh my gosh, like, he said yes, like, get ready, we're gonna go to dinner at this nice
Where are
restaurant.
you at now? Exactly. So, like.
No, actually, he's still, if I wanted him to be, he's still around. But I found out some information about him, and like things were just too questionable
It turned
that it
you
was
off.
like, yeah, exactly. Like it just turned me away. Like he lied about his age.
How old is he? We need to know. Inquiring minds.
He's 48, but he told me he was 36.
I don't know why they do that. Lately,
So to
they've
me,
been
it was
doing
just
that.
like-
it's so
To me, it was
weird.
like,
Do you lie to girls about your
Nah, I don't
age?
have to. I'm 50. I'm 51. Like, I
You
don't
lie
give a
to
fuck.
girls to make yourself younger?
Not in person, though.
But why do you do that?
28?
But why do you do that?
28
he's
online.
25 with some
Oh, my
experience.
God.
No,
Bye.
that gray hair.
Huh?
Why do you do that?
No, not in person. I don't.
So,
Hold up,
but
time out.
why? Like
So do
seriously.
you do it on apps?
Do y'all
Nah,
like
I'ma
gray hair?
tell
Do
you
y'all
why
like gray
on
hair? Or
apps,
is that sexy?
No,
or-
I'm just saying. It
No,
doesn't.
I'm asking a general question.
No, you don't think about it now. Like we're like 20, so we don't think about it now. You just expect a man that like we don't think about it. It's not about that. It's more so about how you carry yourself. Like I love a man that smells good. Like I love a man that smells good and he's
Okay.
clean. If as long as you keep yourself together and your facial hair is clean cut, you're good.
So what's the oldest guy you dated? Real talk.
Like date or like
89,
sugar daddy.
like 90, like what we talking about? 100, like what number
No,
we at now?
actually, my dad is kind of old, actually.
Okay.
So I don't date no one that's like over his age. So I probably say the oldest I've probably dated someone was like in their late 40s, maybe.
What about you?
She just said it.
No, I'm talking about your number. What's your number?
48. That man bamboozled me.
Y'all be going hard.
But I can
boy.
agree. But so I can.
But he lied to me.
Yeah, but y'all be going
But I
in
can,
though.
no, but I
Y'all
can
be
give you
like,
a better perspective.
You know how I found out?
How?
You know how I found out? I got a new phone.
Girls do that too, though. Girls lie about their age to us. Tell the truth. Yeah.
Well, they,
No,
lie,
but
no, they lie about their whole like makeup, filters. They lie about everything. Like, what are you
Yeah.
talking
No,
about? They lie
that's
about
why.
everything.
That's why I asked.
But I
him
feel like
because
if you
I
gotta
was-
lie about your age, then it's like, and it's
What
like
else are you lying
It's
about?
so weird to
Yeah,
me.
no, what else are you
That's
lying
why
about?
I asked him. That's why I'm like, why do
Yeah.
y'all do that? Because that's a real serious question to me. I don't understand
and
why
you're not
guys.
even like I have to find out. So I got a new phone and I saw a text message, and me, I'm not gonna like. If I have to ask who's this, I don't care. I will. Oh well, your number is not saved. Like,
Right.
Who's
no,
this?
I'm good with that. Yeah.
But
that's good.
I looked up the number, and it gave like all his information. Like I have a website that does that, and it gave like his age, his address, which was the address I knew he lived at.
Right.
And it just said like something like 48. So I was like, wait a minute,
You're talking too much on TV.
Wow.
48? Like. I
But
thought you were 37.
That's why,
like,
that's
No,
why I
so-
was asking him that because
where the fuck did this come from?
I really kind of want to understand. Like, I
So-
really don't understand why guys actually tell women
So we're going.
that they are younger.
A different. No, I never had.
Because I can see why a woman would tell a guy.
I ain't gonna
she's
lie.
younger.
So I'm 51, but I be saying I'm 50.
So
like,
you
is that
lying.
bad? I'm saying, but 50
That's
sound
50.
right.
That's
50
50.
bro, I'm
Whatever.
saying.
That's
One year I
It
give
sounds
it
like
1
you
year.
just got there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm 50. Like, yeah, I'm 51 though.
So we're going with the catfish thing, right? So like, if a guy like catfishes you, like, so like I'm gonna experience. Like this girl, like she catfished, right? But it was like wasn't even like on some like I expect a girl like a girl never looks like her fucking pictures. The makeup, the filters, and everything else. Like a girl never looks like how she really is supposed to look like. And so, but the girl catfished me on some other shit. Like she had no pictures standing up. She had no pictures
oh, she was
like
sitting down.
she had no like no. And
Oh,
she
So
was like,
tell me
yeah.
a secret. If
Hold
women
on.
have only face pictures,
Nah,
they're
we
fat.
going beyond that.
Yeah, I can go in on that one.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let's be like,
Like, you
let's be
mean to tell me you
respectful.
have no fit pics, no mirror selfie,
Nah, but
nothing?
I can go
like,
in on that. Yeah.
Y'all not
Just-
even listening. All right, everybody chill out because y'all not even listening. I even get to the good part.
All right, get to
So
the good
like
part.
she like no picture standing up, which is a thing. But she had like a picture in, like a bikini, but she was like sitting down and shit. I was like, hold on. And so like she like laying down in another picture, and then like I got the Instagram. I looked at Instagram, like Instagram, every picture she's sitting down. So I'm like, yo, like why in every picture like you don't have a standing up picture? And then she was like.
That's my
And then she finally said it, like, and she's like trying to go back and forth, like on some shit. And she finally said it, well, like, I have a spinal injury and I can't stand up or something. She was like, I'm in the wheelchair. And I'm like, yo, like how, like that is the ultimate catfish.
She's in comedy.
Like, yo, that's a lot. She was like, I didn't
Here
want
for my
to tell
birthday
you
this
because
weekend.
like I didn't want to like define like that is you. Like you can't like that ain't some shit you hope you
Yeah.
hide from somebody. Dating with kids, and you asked a question. Kevin asked a question of a foreign. that would you date somebody who has kids? And you answered no.
So,
And you have kids.
correct. So
How many kids do you have?
from experience. So the reason I say that is because, okay, my ex do have one child, so that's my limit, one child. But I prefer men without kids, and it just so happened everyone I date doesn't have kids, because when I was 17, I dated a guy that had a kid, and it was weird. The reason it was weird was because I graduated high school at 16, so I was going to TCC, and his baby mama also went to TCC. So before I bought my car, he would come pick me up every day, like wherever the people, the cars come, and she would just come stand there. Mind you, she is catching the city bus, so every day she would just stand there until he would pick me up, and then after we pull out, like she would just stand there looking weird, and then after we pull off, she would go walk to the bus ramp. It was so weird to me. And then so he had took me to Atlanta for my birthday, and he had did a lot of things for my son. So we had just came back from Atlanta, and around the time for his son's birthday, he didn't actually have the extra finances to go all out like he wanted to. So I bought a Power Wheel for him to take to the party. So he took the Power Wheel to the party for the girl, but the girl stopped letting him see the kid because of his investment into me. I'm very family oriented. I strongly believe in co-parenting. I believe the kids need two parents in their lives. I'm the best stepmom for a child, but I prefer to date men without kids because of that. Because of I know how a woman I am, and I know how men tend to become when they get with me. I don't like to deal with the women that comes with that extra jealousy, their insecurities, and them wanting to take the child from the father. So that's why I decided not to date men with kids.
How many kids you have?
I have 2 kids.
But you don't date any guys with kids.
No, my kids are 5 years apart, and I don't date guys with kids, and the guys I date don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I'm the opposite. I prefer women with kids because I have kids, and I don't want to be like monopolizing your time and spending all of my kids. So I need somebody who understands that I have kids, you have kids, and we can get along better. I'm the opposite.
I can honestly say the guys that I do date, a lot of them, the majority of them do say they do date girls with kids because that's what they say.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it sounds like guys I know that date girls with kids. They just want to fuck them, and then they can fuck them and move because they know they busy with their kids, so they can do that and then move and do other shit.
well, I
because they
have a
know them
lot of
girls
free
is
time
busy.
because I have big kids. Like my son is 13 and my daughter just turned 9. And like I said, I'm a very spoiled child. So like right now for the summertime, my kids are back home with my family because my family called me to bring them there. So that's how I'm able to do the things that I do. So it's not like no guys linking up with me because it's easy. Nah, it ain't easy over here. Don't get that twisted.
I grew up with baby mama drama.
How was
So, like, both my parents are married to who they basically cheated on each other with.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
So,
That's deep.
yeah, and they're successful
That's
marriages.
sucks.
They're successful marriages. So, something worked.
That sucks.
But,
Well, at least they were loyal.
To the cheater.
right. But honestly, it was like a falling out, or I don't even know. But one day, my mom, like, vaguely knew of my dad's partner. Vaguely. Like, she knew something was going on, but she didn't know fully. And one day, we're at, growing up in New York, there were, like, the public pools. So one day, we're at this public pool, and I see the girl. But I was, like, 3. So I said, Mommy, look, that's Daddy's friend.
Oh, wow.
This girl was sleeping in my dad's bed, and I was right there in my bed right next to it. So I was like, Mommy, look, that's Daddy's friend. So she was like, oh, like, so I went up to her, I'm like, hi, and I said the name that
Right.
my dad gave me
Right.
for her.
Oh, Vanessa.
Smiley.
It's Smiley.
Smiley. So I'm like, Mommy, look, that's Smiley, that's Daddy's friend.
So your dad would take you on when he would
My
go
dad
meet
would
her?
have her in the house.
You
He was
was a
going
op.
in.
Normally
My
when
dad-
guys cheat, they
my
try to
dad-
keep the kids away.
My dad had his own place, and my mom was still in my grandmother's house. So when my parents were
He was doing
together,
his thing, yeah.
they were in his place. But because my dad was the way he was, she'd often stay in my grandmother's, where mainly grew
Let
up.
me ask y'all a real question. This is real talk now. If this man loves you to death, right? Like say your kid's dad or your ex, so-called, that you still spend time with, and your main guy. If he fucks up and is a bad bitch, can you forgive him?
Okay, that's a good question.
It's a bad bitch. We talking like
I'm gonna tell you
What
something.
did he
like
do?
J-Lo.
No, I'm gonna
like,
give-
he
J-Lo's
fucked.
not a bad bitch to me.
No, I'm
Okay,
gonna give you.
who's a bad bitch to
I
you?
got a perfect example for you
You know
because
what?
I've been in that situation.
No, I'm done.
You couldn't forgive him?
But
No.
that's what I'm gonna tell you. I got a
Why?
perfect
Why not?
example for you because
Because
I've been
men
in
are
that
weak.
situation.
Like we're different than y'all. Like
They
women,
are.
Like women like men. Like you could like him. You could like him. You could like me. Women like men because of personalities or a vibe or how he dresses his hat or whatever. Men are more like we just like women because they look good or because they have big boobs or a big butt. Like that's just men. We're just visual. Women like because y'all are more deep than we are. You know what I'm saying? So men, we make
I don't
mistakes.
know.
We fuck up. Y'all couldn't forgive a man if J-Lo came up on me?
No.
Or him?
So
or
this-
you couldn't forgive me if
so
J-Lo...
this is what I
You
was
couldn't
gonna
give me a
say.
pass one time?
So for
You know what I see it as?
What? A weakness.
Not even that.
Like I like
how
I
would
like
you feel
ice
if your
cream.
wife? How would you
And I'm
feel
gonna
if
die
your
and
wife met someone that looked better than you and was 10 times wealthier than
Like
you?
who looks better than me? Like
Exactly, but let's
Christopher
say
Williams,
she
like, what we
finds
talking
somebody
about?
that looks better than you
Shamar
and
Moore?
he's 10
Talking about
times
the
who you
Seventies?
talking about?
Oh,
Denzel
we
Washington?
moved to the
You gotta name a
2020s.
name. Like you gotta name a name. Like
Come
what
on,
you
come
say?
Michael B. Jordan. How about we go?
That nigga
like,
ugly. I look better
All right,
than that nigga. I look better than him.
But would you forgive her? That's a good question.
Like who is it?
Always
Like
that double
okay,
standard.
so let's make a list. Like
A bad nigga.
okay, so name who's your guy? Your one guy that you couldn't.
Steph Curry,
Okay, so
you would forgive her and still love her without that resentment in your heart, thinking every day and start.
I couldn't
feeling-
watch no Golden State games. Like turn that shit off. We watching football. Like, yeah, I couldn't. Like yeah, I mean, we ain't watching no
Depends on
basketball
the
up in the house.
situation.
You gonna burn the shirt?
It depends on the situation. I mean, like, nah, like.
I see it as
Okay, if you fuck Steph Curry, yeah, we ain't watching no basketball up in this house. Don't even say basketball. Don't
I
even
see
look
it
at
as
it.
this.
What?
You've seen me like when I put makeup on, go to work and everything.
I've
That's
seen
like
Instagram.
all right.
I mean, both of y'all are hot. Like, let's not
When
get it-
you see
yeah.
like the pop
the
out,
full package, yeah,
tons of guys.
holla,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? I don't give in. I go home to if I have someone
To daddy.
at home
You go home
waiting
to
for
daddy.
me. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
If I don't, I don't. But you know what? When I come home, all that pop out comes off.
I know that.
The makeup comes off.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I
So
like that.
what I've learned in Miami specifically, a lot of these bad bitches got like fucked up skin.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, to
Oh,
the
hell
point
yeah.
where
I've
like
seen it.
they need.
I was at Nikki Beach one time, and I'm like in love with this girl on Instagram, and I was there, and she was there, and she's like, "Are you Poppy Chulo?" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Yeah, I am Poppy Chulo." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Is she true?" I mean, I just go on Instagram too, but I still like fuck with her, but I don't want to fuck with her anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
saw her-
What made you not? What turned you off?
she looked
about her?
completely different. Like you guys look 20 times better than what she looked like in person.
So So when you wake up with a girl that goes with the feet completely beat face, and then you wake up and they're like completely different.
I love that shit. I'm good because I love my wife.
No.
like-
But she means like you went from like
Bad.
like baddie to like
Oh, this bitch is bad. I'll show you her on
Ogre.
Instagram. If you saw her on Instagram, you're like, damn, she's bad.
ogre.
But I saw her, because Nikki Beach is right on the beach. She just came out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I saw what she really looked like. And she's like, aren't you Poppy Chulo? I was like, damn, yeah, I am. She's like, I'm whatever your name is. I was like, oh, okay. Like, we
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Bye.
When you see her on Instagram, you're like, damn, she's bad. But in person, after the beach, she don't look like that, though. Ryan, I think my man was there, too.
Ryan said, "Nah, he wasn't."
Yeah, I think my man was like, I was like, it must show you from Instagram. But yeah, it was
Ryan's
not.
like, wrong
It
nigga.
was not a good look. She still hit me up on Instagram all the time now. I'm like, nah, I'm
You
sure
never
I'm
answered the
good.
question. You staying with him or no?
I think it depends on honesty. So for me, working with my ex, a lot of people will see what couples
would
have,
never leave my
and they'll
brain.
go after it. So if a person comes in and they tries to break the stable, depending on, I don't know. I left. I moved out. Like I'm just saying, I'm trying to make it sound good because I fuck with him now, but I realize as a woman, me moving out and moving into my own place away from him, I was supposed to grow. I was supposed to forgive because a lot of older people that I have been talking to that's been married for 20 and 30 years, they tell me you have to learn how to forgive and move on because You really think you're gonna be married to someone for 20 years and nobody's gonna cheat? Or nobody's gonna look at another person?
To go the whole way with, maybe because, okay,
I feel what you're saying.
I grew up in a Hispanic household.
I
where,
understand what you're saying,
like,
and that's why I left him. But I'm saying I'm starting to feel like me as an older woman. That's why I packed up all my shit and moved out, because he lied and told me it was for work. And like he said, men fall for temptations. They be really drunk. They black out. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, I go in. My wife has seen me go in.
But women,
like, I've been drunk at a club and like had too much to drink. I was like hugged up on a bitch. She's like, "Come on, nigga, let's go." Like,
but women will really prey on
she
a
knows
guy.
Yeah.
Women will really prey on a certain type of guy. And so I realized that if it's going to be that one woman, like I saw this meme, they said like about NBA stars, for instance, how a lot of them try to get to them on the floor and only that one woman is going to get through the security guards to get to the room. Do you have that one person that's persistent? I haven't really dealt with a lot of cheaters, but I know with my ex, I moved out of the house.
This is my Facebook friend that I saw at Nikki Beach, and when I saw her at Nikki Beach, she ain't look like that.
Well, that's because she has a filter
You understand?
on.
No, but she even so though, like when I saw her,
Hello,
it was,
like they can't see phones.
oh my
Please
bad,
Let's not
my
use
bad,
phones.
my bad, that's my bad.
Listen, I grew up in a Hispanic household where a lot of the people a lot of my family members had left their significant other, were single moms, single dads, whatever, because a divorce, because cheating, something, or they settled. They stood with someone who was repeatedly cheating on them. Like,
You just
they
love the
knew.
person.
No,
Yes,
I'm
well,
not gonna be with
personally-
nobody that's repeatedly cheating on me.
Me
There's no
personally,
way. That's disrespectful.
I hold, like, I'm working on it, but I hold grudges. You cheat on me, you hug up on a bitch for too long, and I'm like, oh, go to your little
I know.
bestie,
It's
like,
It's the Leo
go.
gang. Where's your little friend
Are
at?
you a Leo too?
Yeah.
really, it's the Leo gang. It's the Leo
To me,
thing.
like,
Loyalty is
Hold on.
everything.
All right, so like, hold on, but y'all at the same time, y'all go after the dudes with like 500K Instagram followers. You know
No,
they fucking bitches.
If you see my
Fucking
dude
bitches.
Instagram, the only reason you would know what he has money is because of his profile picture. He does not. If you're a social media
Hold on,
person,
let me ask you a question. I know a girl that had a baby by somebody and he has like 10 kids.
and he has no fucking
So
money.
why would you have a baby by somebody that's 10 kids? And I asked her that.
I'm not doing that.
Like, who does that? Like, why
Nobody
would you do
with
that?
common
do
sense.
I look like I got dummy on
No,
my
I'm just saying,
forehead?
like, what would make a woman want to do that though?
For some reason, bitches think when they hear a guy, like, when they get with a
Got
guy
10 kids.
and he's like, yeah, I got 10 kids, da 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 da. Something in their mind is like, I'm gonna change him. What?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it
Not
is.
just that
Okay.
they're gonna
Okay.
change him,
But they think, like, you know what?
I can
He's
fix
gonna
this.
be a better father for my kids.
Right, okay.
exactly. It's not that so much as they think they're gonna change him. They're like most of the
gonna be a
guys
better-
that have a lot of kids, they don't take care of
No,
all
they
those
don't.
kids.
You can't.
Sorry.
Who can take care of 10 kids?
So
Like, I
their
can't.
image that they portray
So why are
is
you having 10 kids?
So their image that they portray is a flashy, getting money type of lifestyle
fake
image.
life.
So when they get with these girls are looking at them and they're thinking, he's like, oh, I have 10 kids. They're thinking, oh, well, I get with him, I'm going to be fine. He's going to take care of my kids. But any woman with any common sense, the more kids, the less money there is for
Exactly.
anything.
And time.
And you know what it is as well?
Yeah.
When Dirk did his interview, the $1 million whatever, and he
Hold
was
on,
like,
Dirk who?
Lil Durk,
Lil Durk.
the
Who
rapper.
the fuck is that?
All right,
I'm
go
old as
ahead.
fuck.
Go ahead.
I know who Drake is. I don't know who fucking Lil Durk is.
All right.
No, I'm old as
You
fuck. I know
heard his
Drake.
music, you just don't know
Let her
his name.
continue. Like,
He
I
did
know
an
Dirk is
interview,
up.
and he's been with his girl. They have a kid for like the last, like, I think, like 3-4 years or something, right?
I thought you know about Dirk Nowitzki. Never mind. Okay.
Bro.
But
Okay.
this guy said on an interview, mind you, he got like 8 kids or something like that. I like my women untouched. That's why I'm married, or that's why I'm with this bitch, because she's untouched. She don't have partners like that. She not with every nigga. You with every bitch. You got 8 kids.
Right. So he proposed to India because, and that's why everybody was kind of trying to clown India, because he does have 8 kids, and supposedly the 8th kid came while they've been fucking with each other.
Like Tristan
But
Thompson
India
and,
Yes.
just like that. Like, I don't respect Chloe for that. Like, Chloe, you're trying to prove an image, but you're raising a little black girl. Like, you're giving a bad example for your daughter. Even if you had any type of race daughter, you're giving a bad example for your daughter, because this is telling your daughter,
Cry and stay.
I got it.
So,
All
but
right.
Cry and stay.
basically,
stay.
so it's like
I
a
like
lot
that.
of the
You're
guys.
gonna cry for a whole weekend, complain for a whole lifetime, whatever, about the same guy who's not gonna change.
And
So
you're gonna cut off
what
all
is
your
gonna
friends.
change?
You're gonna cut off all your friends where you're just stuck with this one guy, and that's why it's kind of like you kind of have that closed mind. 'Cause
If
you
I
cut
see
off
my
all your
friends being dumb bitches and I see they're like favoring their nigga who isn't shit over me,
Right.
yo.
No, I always
Hit
get
me.
with
I
my
was
boy.
gonna
My wife
say
knows
that
that.
earlier when you
Yeah.
asked.
Hit
That's
me.
why when you asked
Yeah.
my relationship status, I was gonna say
Hit me when
'cause
he leaves.
She doesn't like
Yeah.
my boyfriend because she don't like
Yeah.
that on and off thing.
No.
Thank you for everyone for coming today.
Love meeting
It was,
you.
it was a
Thank
great
you.
show.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
coming.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Don't
got
sell
a lot
that
of good
shit.
information.
Don't
We
sell the
laughed,
small
we
shit.
cried,
Tell
we had a
both of
good
y'all
time. We had, I hope everybody learned a little bit today.
I learned a
And,
lot.